Before Katniss Everdeen, there was Lucy Gray Baird. Kristen here, and we gotta talk about how incredible The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is. Set 64 years before The Hunger Games we all know, a young Coriolanus Snow is struggling to upkeep his family lineage in The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. When he's assigned to mentor Lucy Gray Baird from District 12 in the 10th annual Hunger Games, their fateful meeting sets him on a path to becoming the tyrannical president of Pan Am. Based on the 2020 novel by Suzanne Collins, and with Francis Lawrence back in the director's seat yet again, we are swept back into a more brutal and poorer version of Pan Am than we've ever seen before. In fact, this film starts with a look at the dark ages before the games even existed, and you get to see a child version of Coriolanus and his cousin Tigris really struggling to survive. That already hooked me because I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to see even more in this world. And then 13 years later, following the death of his father during the first rebellion of the Capitol, we get to see an 18-year-old Coriolanus Snow as a student with aims to restore his family's wealth and power. And that includes helping in the 10th annual Hunger Games so that he can try to get a scholarship to continue his education and continue working towards becoming president. While the dean of the academy and creator of the games, Casca Highbottom, is not a fan of Coriolanus, especially because of his father, game maker Dr. Volumina Gall is very intrigued by Snow's ideas for the games. In fact, it's thanks to him that viewership rises and the games ultimately begin to elevate to the glamorous reality show of a battle royale that we know them as decades later. And while Katniss and Peeta are giving training and wardrobe and press teams 64 years later, Lucy Gray and the other tributes are locked in a human zoo being gawked at, given no food, no training, no way to really prepare for this. It's pretty bleak. Snow suggests that the Capitol gets to know the tributes and offer sponsorships and really root for them and be invested, which helps him both get ahead and also gain Lucy Gray's trust. Tom Blyth is a revelation as the complex young Coriolanus Snow, delivering one of the best performances of the year, hands down. He starts out hesitant and even compassionate as he does things to try to help Lucy Gray in the games, even if that means cheating. The trust they develop is so central to this film, especially the way, despite love, that trust breaks. And through his journey, we really get to see him struggle to balance his feelings for Lucy Gray with his ambitions for himself and his family, until he ultimately becomes so paranoid that he does the unthinkable. It was such a captivating transformation that it reinvigorated my excitement for the Hunger Games as a franchise. And while the third act can be a little bit jarring, like it's almost a different movie from the first half, it allows Blythe to go down this terrifying spiral that really shows off his acting chops even more. Rachel Ziegler really holds her own as the free-spirited Lucy Gray Baird. Her live bluegrass vocal performances are next level, and it's so fascinating to just see her in comparison to Katniss. Like, they are the polar opposites, and Rachel Zegler has even said this, her character is a performer that has to learn how to fight, whereas Katniss was a fighter who had to learn how to perform in order to survive. Knowing the future of what happens in the Hunger Games, her presence is just such a vessel for change that it's so captivating to watch. Viola Davis brings this mad scientist energy to her role as the game maker and Snow's future mentor, while Peter Dinklage felt underused. Jason Schwartzman was hilarious. I thought he was the perfect start to the showy Flickerman lineage, and Hunter Schafer brings this beautiful warmth to the film in her role as Tigris. Unfortunately, I thought the other mentors and tributes just didn't get enough screen time to really make an impact. You know, you don't get like that Rue moment, which I was kind of hoping to see a bit more of. But to me, this film really shined in its connections to the original franchise. It just makes certain moments that we've seen have such deeper meaning. We see Lucy Gray write the hanging tree that serves as a symbol of rebellion for Katniss and the people of Pan Am in the future. We get to see her introduce Snow to the Mockingjay birds. Even something as simple as Lucy Gray being like, okay, Snow, I'm gonna go leave this cabin, I'm gonna go bring back some Katniss, you know, the potato plant. It's like a bullet. And with Lucy Gray's fate in the air, it just brings in this compelling but frustrating mystery of like, what happened that fateful day between Snow and Lucy?
It's a mystery, and mysteries have a way of driving people mad.
All of this ends up bringing an added depth to Donald Sutherland's version of Snow in the future. All in all, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes was one of the biggest surprises of the year for me, bringing us into this enthralling prequel of the Hunger Games that, you know, made me go back and rewatch all the movies. It just really got me invested in the world again. It gives us Tom Blythe in this star-making performance while elevating important pieces of the Hunger Game lore to new heights. Let me know, what did you think about The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out my Patreon at patreon.com youtube.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!